Hey guys, welcome back from Classic Work. Hopefully I got another good little video for y'all. So this is like a 25-foot ripper, or hipper I should say. And yeah, they wanted to put some different markers on this. So they want this section cut off to here and then this plate put on the inside of here. So they got the bolts, holes here, and it's already pre-threaded. Just got to put them in there, and they should have whatever attachment that they're going to put on there to stick up in there and make it work again. So we got to do it on both sides. So that'll be a pretty little quick deal, I think. And then this is this a 510 easy cart. These, after so many years of pulling, they wear out. You can see how wore this one is, where the drawbar has been rubbing into them. And they want this cut off right here where this weld is, all the way down the side here. And then this is the newer style pintle kind of hitch style, where it bolts into these three holes here, and this welds to that to upgrade it. So I've done quite a few of these actually, and I've replaced them with this, and I have replaced them with these too. So that'll be a quick little job too, I hope. And it might get dark 30 out here because we got to do both sides of this. So when I get done with this end, I'll flip it around and set it back over here. That way we ain't got to move the kits up. So let's get after it and let's get started. So when cutting something like this and you're trying to get it pretty square, the trick to it is always kind of cut your hardest part first. That way, and leave yourself some room on your waist side, basically. If you have to come back in there with a grinder or a zip wheel, or even back with a torch, it's a lot easier to screw up on your first cut than it is to screw up on your last cut, if that makes any kind of sense. So I'm just going to try to peel this out a little bit so I can get a good sharp corner to start in, and then that'll put some preheat in there, and it should cut the bottom pretty good. So let's get after it. A lot of dry grass out here, so we got to be a little bit careful about fire. Pretty good. Not a bad cut at all. Well, not too shabby. I believe we can live with that. So get her ground up, get her cleaned up, and then we got to fit this plate. Okay, so basically this plate is about a 1/4 inch too big on one side. The problem is we can't just cut two sides 1/4 inch because these still need to be centered. So what we have to do is half a 1/4 inch is 1/8 inch. We have to take 1/8 off of every side, and we'll also round these corners over so it'll fit inside that pipe or the tube. That's a little annoying. That's just the way it goes. It's not a big deal. So I'm gonna set up my track torch and we'll cut these off real fast. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, we're going to let that cool off. We're going to cut the other hitch out, or the hitch out, I should say. Once again, same story on this. We're going to focus on the bottom, our first cut. That way, in case we accidentally go in a little bit, we can compensate for the rest of it. That'll save you a lot of torch time. It's pretty dry right here. I got a feeling I'm going to be set on fire. But once again, we want the tubing. We don't necessarily want this plate. So if you have to gouge into something, be sure you gouge into the plate. So I'm going to open me up a little spot here so I can get in there with the torch. I need a little persuasion. That was a little bit. Good deal. Dang, I'm surprised we didn't have more fire than that. Looks good though. Once again, we got a little bit of cleanup. Not bad though. 5 minutes with a grinder, should be good to go again. I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna get that plate cleaned up that we just cut. I'm gonna prep that. I'm gonna prep this, and then we should be welding. Alright. Got the plate mocked up in there. Basically all I've done is I made sure this is pretty square. Taking a ruler, measure and make sure all my fitment is good side to side. So when they bolt their marker on here, it'll be good and square. Throw a couple of tacks on it. Get a lot of comments. People ask me what rod do I use. 7018. This is 1/8. Nothing special. Just gonna do the job. Okay. On these, you gotta be careful. You can mount them sideways. Like that, that's wrong. That's right. Try to push it in there, but let me show you what the bottom looks like. I don't know if y'all can see real well. I'm gonna shine some light, hopefully. So it's not a tremendous amount of gap, but that's going to be a little bit aggravating, I can already tell. This side's going to be okay. But yeah, this corner, I'll have to fight it a little bit. That's just the way it goes. Both sides look to be good, and the top, where I tried to put most of my gap, is not bad either. So all in all, that's a good fit up. Not perfect, but it is good. But we're in the correct orientation. It's not a bad idea to assemble these things either. Just put it on there, be sure that nothing's on there backwards. But I'm fixing to start turning and burning on this turd. Alright, so we got more gap on this side. I'm going to start there. If I can't get it to close, I'll peel off somewhere else and let that cool. That looks like, damn it. Shit. Alright, I'll get the grinder and clean that up. And we're gonna go back over it. I normally put a 3/8 pass on the top and the bottom because that's where most of your load is on these. So we're going to do the same thing here. Hopefully we'll get everything to tie in good. Once again, we're going to run a 3/8 pass on top if I have the room, because that's where all your flex is. Y'all can see what I see. Oh. Let's move this little darling. Oh, we've got all kind of fancy little shelves in it. I like that. I remember how to do this. Oh yeah. Stay right there. Put it on the ground. fire. It don't take long to get crooked. Look at that. I think we're in a no burn band right now. My foot's out of the way. Pretty good. Yeah, we got high, well, not high wind, but we got a pretty good wind and all that jazz. There you go. And that's how you cut. All right, well, I got this side put on. I didn't have quite as good a fit as I did on the other side, so it took a little bit more doing, but the sun's nice and setting. All the little moo cows out there. Anyways, yeah, that's probably gonna wrap this little project up. I gotta go look at something real quick. I gotta look at a bed that's a customer up here at the shop wants me to look at, see if I can modify it. And apparently, I own a truck over there. So we'll go take a look at it real quick. And we ain't had no rain in 3 weeks. It spoiled me. I can drive just about anywhere. Crane's hitting my tower. I gotta fix that. But no, the truck, it's not that first gen Dodge. It's not the metal 7 tree air in the shop. IDI that is. She's out here around back.